Hey, what's up, everyone? We are live. We got Jason. He's back. He's great. He's got a pulse, got some exciting news for you. Jason, before we get started, well, people need a couple minutes to get on. How are you feeling? How are you enjoying your time with friends and family that have just arrived?
I had a lot of time with some friends out here for the last 3 weeks. It's been nice to actually get the wife out. I haven't seen her in about 4 months as I've been working through to get Lemon up and operational. So it's been nice to see her, and I do apologize. We've had some wires crossed on a couple Zooms. I'm going to blame my brother because he's not here to blame.
I
And
like it.
so I'm going to blame Jay completely on these. No, in all seriousness, it's been a lot of hard work right now, even trying to keep the wife happy and get things done. And I want to make sure everybody understands we are chugging along, and we've got some big things happening right now, actually, as we speak.
Right. Yeah. It's tough to find that balance between friends, family, fun, and juggling all the balls in the air, all the lemons in the air. So do you, I know you have some big announcements today. Do you want to kick off with that, or do you want to wait till a little bit later in the call?
You know what? I don't want to spoil it, for you, but Lflix is live. We are trying to push these things out as fast as possible. We want to give you guys as much time to get as many swaps that you want to. This is going to be an interesting one because we're live. You can go ahead and swap any of your NFTs and live distributions right now. We've been doing testing and testing and testing. We feel very comfortable. You're not going to crash the system on it. So prove me wrong, and we may not do this again. But right now we're doing a surprise launch, and we're kicking up. And I want to make sure that every day counts when we're trying to get as many of these projects through as possible. So you're going to see some adjustments in the release schedules. If we can push some of these up, we're going to, in order to try and get a fifth one out before the L1. So strategically, we're just trying to make sure everybody has a diversification of any of their current NFTs swapping over. If I only gave one or two projects, it becomes very difficult for people to have the opportunity for longer and that in the Lemon projects and ecosystem. So I think it's important for us just to do our best and continue putting out products as quick as possible, so you guys can be diversified before either Debt, Box, or Lemon goes to their L1, and this opportunity is not available anymore.
Yeah, that's so cool. It's very exciting. And I just love the sound of accelerated release schedule. It's like music to my ears. It is just so damn refreshing to see minting and staking and swapping and new tokens and everything going live, which is fantastic. And so if the Lflix NFTs are currently live on the DApp, when can people go and subscribe, and where can people go subscribe to Lflix as a service?
So we actually are in the process. I kind of did some behind the scenes pictures out today on social. We've got a launch event tomorrow, and it's going to be for a soft circle of individuals, but you're going to recognize some faces in the crowd. We're doing a hard launch on that on Monday. But we are trying to let the partners in on this project go out this weekend and start promoting this brand exercise. And I think that it'll be great for the community. So very quickly, I think everybody will be very positive about the product selection in that on Lflix.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So an official launch, a big release, maybe see a little bit tomorrow. I love the picture you guys did, that group photo with everyone pointing to the screen. And again, every time I see that graphic for Lflix, I'm just, whoever did that, goddamn, that was awesome. Pretty sure I know who it is, but that was awesome. I still love it every time I see it. So that's a really good sign. I think Netflix is going to rethink their branding the moment they see it. So
well, I will. My fingers are a little sore. We unwrapped, I want to say, 10,000 lemons today, and threw them in a swimming pool for the party tomorrow. So it's one of those things where you're calling me trying to get stuff done. I have my wife over here, and Derek has his wife over here. Colin has his wife over here. It's her birthday today, and she was gracious enough to physically let us still about 5 hours of time so we could go over and start for the launch party for tomorrow. So it's good that everybody's kind of pitching in. It's a family affair, and it's been fun.
Well, it's a lot of fun. We saw the lemons getting tossed in. I was a big fan, but I was still trying to piece together what's going on. Now that makes a lot more sense. And the shot that came with that sounded a lot like a PR event where there's a big poster board with all the lemon brands all in one place. It sure sounded a lot like a PR event, but I'll let you tell us a little more about it.
It is a PR event. It's time to start ringing the bell a little bit, and we've got a lot of fun stuff heading out. You're going to see some partners' faces in that tomorrow. We're going to do a lot of video. It's probably going to have to be cut and trimmed, but I'm going to guess throughout this weekend and first of the week, you're going to see a lot of tidbits about what's going on here. Just a few days behind us, but it's going to be fun for everybody to kind of see what's going on.
Very cool. So we got someone who said that the stake button on SafePal screen is unreachable. I'm not sure exactly what they mean, but is there a known issue? I know it just is fresh out the gate, but just want to let you know.
There is a known issue. It's SafePal, guys, and we're working right now with the tech teams. We're just suggesting everybody go ahead and mirror over. They are fixing it, but this is not something that is just on us. It's physically SafePal wide. So we are working with them to try to get some of the updates in that situated through. Mirror it over to a Trust or MetaMask wallet for simple, easy use. I can tell you right now it's working. I have not personally done it, but I've been here, and I'm actually looking right now at 2 individuals that are doing it actually as we speak. So I also don't want to hold Terry on here too long because he's missing out on some fun stuff himself. But I want to make sure everybody's understanding that it's live, it's fun, and obviously apology for missing a few Zooms, and Terry made sure that I was well aware I missed a few. So.
Hey, I did it in a good, tasteful way. We still love you. It's no love lost there. We just want to make sure people are plugged in and the expectations are good. And I have someone staking and minting and doing all that stuff for me right now. So if you want to jump off, that's cool. But if you want to hit a few more questions, I got time.
Oh, I'm not doing any of it. So feel free to hit any questions that you see popped up and run. I unfortunately have told at this point in time, I'm not going to do anything with my wallets and that for a period. And when I do, I will notify everybody before I do it. So I think just being ethical, I've just decided to go ahead and sit tight for the time being and show the support back over at Debtbox as well. And I'll be waiting. I'll be minting a lot with fresh new capital and that coming in when that's available.
Damn. Well, I have empathy for you in that situation. We would love to see you come along on the ride with us and sharing in the excitement. Hey, just a suggestion for the footage on tomorrow's event. We could set up some kind of shared folder, and then Mike and I can clip it up and get some stuff rolling out if you want to do something like that. So we could just get a stream up.
Yeah, I can do a bunch of stuff and send it over, and you guys can do a little promo clip on it. Definitely do some behind the scenes stuff before. We'll do some stuff as things are being set up. More importantly, actually do the live event and what's kind of going on, and do a little teaser reel on it. It'd be kind of fun.
Very cool. Is tomorrow's event centered around Lflix, or is this centered around more broader lemon stuff?
I don't know. I guess you're gonna have to watch tomorrow and see what kind of stuff pops over, and at that point in time, then you'll be able to clip it how you see fit.
Very cool. Very excited about that. A lot of people are going to ask, so let's just preempt it. When-ish do you expect the Lflix token to go live?
It's live.
The token as well. Ooh, I like it. Not just the NFT. All right. Very nice. And do we have a rough ETA on when LemX will be found on exchanges?
I've always committed to everybody. It will be 90 days or less. We will never stretch it longer than that. I can tell you that I always surprise people. We are trying to keep bots out. That does not always work, but we are trying to do surprise listings that I will guarantee will always be under 90 days. Never in 2.5 years has it been any different. Technically, it's been a lot longer than that for me in the crypto space. We just believe that making sure the community gets first opportunity is very important, and so not releasing a date is actually very important for that. We're also making sure if we can get this Lemon Tree wallet out to everybody and get it pre-programmed in, it makes a lot of difference. Oh, yeah. So I just want to see if we can go ahead and push this thing off. Probably, my guess is probably 4 weeks in that ballpark to get the Lemon Tree wallet out. Start downloading it, start playing around it. It gives us more time to actually give more usability to the network and the ecosystem as well. And then that way, when we do things like tonight, we can do a push notification back on the app. We get more communication directly with the users. That is very important, I think, for progress and growing in that in the future, and keeping the community up to date.
Right. Yeah, I love in-app push notifications. I think that works really well. It's exciting. The 4 weeks, be a little disappointing, but I know it's in the works. I know it's ready to go soon. I know it's almost done, and I know that there's basically the reason for the delay is because we're building in, communication rails for the L1 into Lemon Tree app. So that's fantastic.
It is actually behind schedule from release, but it's actually ahead of schedule because we're actually just doing the L1 integration in it now, and we are very ahead of schedule, in my opinion, for L1 with the 6-month sabbatical. So I kind of committed that I would be releasing a layer 1 by June of this year. Guys, we're not going to miss it by much, and I will tell you that the goal line for getting validators out, you're going to see that happen probably in the next 7 to 10 days. That kind of gives you the sign that we are physically there, and we just need to basically get the community around it and support it so we can put it up live, get enough data feeds situated, because we will be building our own blocks, and that's very important, because if you can't build your blocks, then you're not really a blockchain. So that will be going live. My guess is the next 10 days or less. And that will allow our community members to start taking their stake, no pun intended, it's true, into the new blockchain and help me decentralize it from day one. That will be very pivotal to my journey and very pivotal to what I'm trying to build. And I think it's great. This community will actually get something long term and that will last generations. And that's really what everybody's looking for.
Well, that's fantastic. So we also, speaking of timing wise, the release of Lflix is early, so that's very exciting. It's great to see the team is really staying on top of things, trying to continue to not only keep the commitments, but when possible, when tech allows, to exceed them. So that's exciting, and hopefully we can get some more accelerated release L2s, because I know people are pumped to see them.
I think that's going to be the new norm on our side. We are very pumped to get them out. We're very eager to get through this pre-launch period so that we can move to the L1 get set to a major launch party, to where we can basically go public to the world. That is, our partners are coming down on us. They want it done yesterday. Well, that doesn't work with tech, unfortunately. There are steps to building an L1. You've got to get user base. You've got to get the validator up. You've got to have the core code intact so that people have a place to actually migrate to. For us, we have one more major challenge, and that is we're basically going ahead and having to migrate everybody from one chain to the other. And that is not done easily, because you also have liquidity pools that have to move from one to another. You also have a massive amount of NFTs that have to move from one to another. I also want to welcome to the family Blocks, Bev, Drip, and Rev. That live announcement, we've been hearing it for a while. Nothing's official till it's official. And all of that, it's official, guys. It's been official for a while. I'm glad we were finally able to get down and just clear the air on some of that stuff, so that it's out there and people are well aware of it. We need to get those completely migrated over. I'm hoping to have that done next week. And then I am going to do something, because I do want full transparency. I do want to make sure that those projects have an ability to have a voice. And that voice basically will be, come along for the ride and run. And you will have more details of what saying no to that's going to mean, the pros and cons, and you'll have more benefit about what is the pros and cons for coming with us. And anytime you deal with a brand new, L1, you have some growing pains. You have to make sure you can process the volume. You're going to stay at your speeds. You're going to have your gas fees down. Everything in testnet always works until it doesn't in live, and then you got to tweak things around. I'm feeling very good right now. We've been in testing for so long. At this point, I believe we're going to have a very steady, calm, and solid base to go off of. But we are working right now also on an NFT exchange, which obviously has to be integrated into the L1. We're also working on DEXs to go into the L1. We're also working on live exchanges to be prepared for swapping our tokens from Binance over to our L1. This is a very, very large process to basically go for. It's not just snap your fingers, you have one, and it's there. These things have to be thought out, and they have to be run ahead of time. I will tell you, we have great partners that have gotten us into the doors of several exchanges. They're prepared. They understand we're basically going from Binance into our own L1. They're getting prepared for it now, so that when we do the migration over, it's not going to affect the user base at all during that transition. So these things a lot of people don't think about, but there's a lot to happen in that 1, 2, 3, 4 step before you get to step 100. So
very cool. It's great to see the projects RevBev driven blocks migrated over to the DApp. That was fantastic. I also see the distributions are showing up. The USD index wasn't there, but I'm sure that's coming soon. On that note, did you want to, and I know there may be some reasons why you don't want to share at this time, but if you do, do you want to share updates on those 4 projects, or do we want to save that for another day?
They're actually so, I'm going to say they're so positive. I think we're going to go ahead and save that for when they actually do transition over and they get done, which will probably sometime next week. I also want to do something. I want to make sure people can actually enjoy their weekend. Everybody's been asking very clearly, are we listing on the DEX LEMX? LEMX is going to come. It will not come because of the push dates that we did for distributions until after the 14th. I will not tell you it's going to happen the 14th. I'm not going to tell you it's going to happen the 15th. I'm going to tell you it's not the 16th, but I will tell you it is coming, and it will be something that I think will be exciting for this whole community. We need the token out there. So I keep getting told, you're going to have enough, you're going to have enough, you're going to have enough. I think we're going to have enough. I think the community is, if I'm being honest, I think they are tired. I think a lot of them are very excited, but I hope when the price hits what's comfortable for them, that they will let that community member pick it up and go for it, or they'll let the project owners pick it up, or they'll let the outside spectators right now that are circling pick it up. And if we don't hit a price that is, well, the good news is you guys have control of a lot of it. That basically means that the price is obviously going to go higher because the supply is actually very short in this particular arena. The biggest thing for us is we've got to get it live because validators are going live, and we have 5,000 validators to sell. And I will tell you the price of a validator is $5,000. So that's $25 million in buying power that has to come in through LEMX in order to just get the validators online for the L1. So that can give you a good idea of what's happening this month, but it's massive and it's coming.
So just so I'm clear, 5,000 total right from the early get-go, or 5,000 down the road?
No, it's 5,000 right now. And it will get more expensive. The best news is, and I want to make sure everybody understands this, is when these validators go live, if you do not have the capital for 5,000, I'm not asking for it. We've actually put something very fun into this blockchain, and it's called delegators. And that means you guys can participate just like validators can, and you didn't come up with the 5,000. Yes, you don't make quite as much as a validator. There is a huge benefit for being a validator, but you can work yourself there. You don't have to sit there and come up and leverage yourself right now. I'm actually encouraging people to hold back a little bit. You don't have to come in and say, hey, Jason needs more money, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to help you. So just understand that validators will be available down the road. They may be a little bit more costly, but let's go for the journey. Let's just have fun right now, and let's get to the process that we can basically get this blockchain up. Let's get it to a point where we can not only get it up, but get it functioning to, you can be a delegator for a period of time, you can earn, and then you can turn in and do a full validator.
Okay, very cool. All right, then. Well, I think people are over there having fun with it and trying to get it going. I know some people are getting errors on the swaps. Did you want to give them any guidance on that? Because I am seeing some of that popping up.
Yeah, slow down. So bottom line, most of the errors that we came through with testing is they were being impatient with the confirmations. So if you're trying to basically run through and do the confirmations too quickly, you just need to pull it back. If you are using a 2-part system, which means you're on a laptop and you're using Wallet Connect, it actually working better because it's physically sending that link directly back to the cell phone. The cell phone then is actually doing a hard pass through, where if you're using the internal web application inside the wallet, that actually is where the slowdown is actually happening. You think it actually is quicker, but it's not, because it's trying to ping and it may make you do a couple more authorizations that way. It is the wallet specific, but if you slow down, which everybody's excited, they want to get them done, they want to get them done, they want to get them done. You just got to slow down because the blockchain is trying to confirm those transactions, but so is your wallet, and that's kind of the downside of doing these sprints and trying to get things live so quickly, because everybody wants to do it that millisecond. They keep pressing that button and go. Also, another reminder: you have to leave the page completely before you can come back in and do it again. So if you're not physically sitting there and running, the whole idea is this system was built for one a day per user per wallet. We are letting you guys come through and horribly break the system to come in and do this because it's such a short window, and I pledged I would. And so the wallets themselves are not built for that. The dApp's fine, but the functionality of the wallets were just not designed for that mass use when you're dealing with staking an NFT here or staking an NFT there, moving around. And NFTs just don't move around as fast as every people are doing it right now in standard tech. So.
Yeah, and I think that's just it too. I've noticed when I close the browser and reopen it and do a fresh instance, it does seem to go a whole lot smoother. So another tech tip there for everyone. But all right, well, we'll let everyone go sort that out, and we as a community, especially the volunteers, will probably be getting lots of questions. So I'm going to jump in there and try and help everyone with it and get it sorted out myself. So thank you once again for your time, Jay. Very exciting. Enjoy the time with your family. We're really excited to see what's going on tomorrow. So I'll connect with you and then see if there's some easy way that you can upload some stuff, and then we'll try and package it up and get it out.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a little live feed between me and you. You can post it up and edit it right on the spot. Won't have time for any Q&A or anything like that. Obviously, it'll be pretty loud, but I'll try to give you guys content as quick as possible as the event's live.
Yeah, that'd be very exciting. Love it. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right,
guys. Have a great day.